Hello and welcome to the third part of our webinar to masterclasses. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
And let me share also my screen.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
very good. Very good. I will share my screen. To the masterclasses. And the first one is the RPA Enablement Workshop. In fact, this is a full day event we have designed for companies that are still planning to start their RPA journey. But today I will try to give you in 20-25 minutes insight about this product, what's included, how to prepare for that, who should participate, what is the result of this enablement workshop. So I will try to give this like overview of that this product. And even if you already have started the RPA journey or you already have implemented in your organization, still this workshop could be useful for you as well. So let's proceed. Let me start with the introduction. Let me start to introduce myself. My name is Miezītis. I'm partner, solution architect, consultant, project manager, and currently also intelligent process and RPA business team lead. We have started this business a couple of years ago, and but I have experience, more than 16 years of experience with different B2B solutions and different platforms, technologies, and also in different segments and sectors of business, starting from banking, finance, insurance, and also law, education, and government sector, and many more. But today I will talk more about this RPA, which is hot topic lately. And so how did I got to this one? It was a couple of years ago. We talked with my colleague about some trendy topics that we should include in our portfolio, which new technologies would be the best fit for our profile. And then RPA came to our radar. That's the first time I heard about robotic process automation. And to be honest, at the beginning, I thought this is something related to production equipment software, like huge of manufacturing devices and everything around that. And I thought, where's the business? This is like, I don't know, 4 to 5 cases per year, maybe in an all Baltic region. But of course, moments later, I realized that the topic is much broader. It's not just a specific automation tool for specific physical devices. It's more like software that can help reduce manual, mundane tasks for employees. Yes, and of course, at that moment, maybe such a workshop, RPA enablement workshop, would help me to get through this self-learning stage and get acquired with this knowledge about RPA more quicker. So that's why we have created RPA Enablement Workshop, designed this like a product. This is, as I mentioned, one full day event where on-site, if possible, but currently online, we together with your or any organization team are having discussions to help you onboard RPA technology, to understand what are the benefits of it, and help you initiate the first proof of concept project, and later on also hopefully a full-scale implementation. As all workshops or any product, we have 3 phases. One is the preparation phase, then the active phase of workshop itself, and also some aftermath over deliverables which are presented to you after the workshop. As I mentioned, this is a full day event. I will not go into very detailed topics about everything, but I will just cover main points about every of those stages, steps, and somewhere previous speakers, Mirad and also Vidas, covered those topics, and even Simon's mentioned some of those which are included in the first this workshop. In ABG case, it was internal workshop performed internally, and also already 80 processes were discovered. In this case, this is a combined workshop together with the customers and our consultants. So let me start with the preparation phase of about this step, which is before after the enablement workshop. So the planning, we suggest that this workshop is better planned like a week later, but definitely people who will be participating in this event should be engaged and focused fully on that. So better to free up time from any other meetings and have like full day only focusing on RPA topic. So we are planning when this event could happen, so the whole team can participate without any interactions from other meetings, other colleagues. We are sending out questionnaire, list of questions that will help your organization to already start discover some processes or areas where you see some manual tasks or repetitive tasks are being done, and assess maybe already at that moment where should this go, in which direction, in which department, what kind of processes are they, customer related or back office related processes. So this questionnaire is already helping you to get some essence out of it and to identify first of those processes. And this will also help during the workshop to have like a guide where to dig deeper and try to find some candidates for automation. Very important part, and I would like to focus a bit more on this, which is setting up the team, who should participate from customer side in this enablement workshop. We know that in organizations, the processes are owned by process owners mostly, but usually processes are performed by other colleagues, other employees. So we are suggesting that in this enablement workshop, there are participants from different departments, different areas, with different responsibilities, and also about the processes. The process owner should participate in this workshop, and also employees who are actually performing those tasks. So you will get we will get more ideas out from that, because the owner maybe doesn't know some details what are actually in a daily work with the specific process. Then typically we get the questions, should we invite also new employees that just onboarded our company, or just the experienced ones who knows all those processes by heart? So also our suggestion is to take from both. Experienced users will definitely give you some historical background about the process, something they are doing like for weeks, months, or years. But the new employees who were just onboarded to your company will help you to see those processes from the different angle, closer to that one that we will do, like from outside organization. And they definitely will help also in this process, so you don't have to be afraid to involve in this enablement workshop also new employees that were just onboarded to your team, and they can also give some great ideas, definitely. Also, a question about IT definitely should involve also representatives from IT department. I know that RPA is like no code or low code topic, and usually it's closer to the business, but definitely IT should be involved in case if you are looking for good fit how this solution selected by your organization should be implemented in the whole IT infrastructure. IT should also be involved. And in some cases, maybe you don't know that your existing solutions, existing systems already have some integrations or APIs in place. And RPA is not about only doing everything with robots. In case if there is more suitable solutions like APIs, then definitely those should be used. So yeah, the team should be very diverse. Of course, there are some limits about the number of participants in that team, but again, diverse from different departments, owners of the process, actual workers who are doing those processes, and also experienced and not that experienced employees. About the active phase, the workshop itself. So there are several stages we are going through during that day. We are starting with the main agenda and also introducing about RPA. I will cover that topic a bit later. Partly that was covered by Mira at the beginning of our webinar, but I will once again give you some insight. What is RPA? Some main ideas how to explain internally into your organization the purpose of RPA. So during that workshop, we should have the common understanding about RPA capabilities, possibilities, and benefits. Then some demo cases definitely are included, not many, because we are seeing that too many examples are like not helping. Definitely you are more focused on those examples you saw and not able to get those ideas out from your colleagues or the participants from the this enablement workshop. So, but some of those examples can help you to understand where where is the potential of those processes to be automated. And then we are discussing your organization needs. There are a lot of ways how to get this right, how to assess which processes, where to get those processes, and we will cover that a bit later. Then at the end, we are like defining at least one process for proof of concept. This is a separate project where you can easily, on a short term, validate that the selected process or selected vendor or technology is the best suit for your company, and also delivering some high-level roadmap how RPA should be implemented in your organization. So as I mentioned already, I will go quickly through those steps. Miezītis already covered at the beginning about RPA. So what is RPA? Not so you don't get it wrong, as I did at the beginning a couple of years ago when I first heard about robotic process automation. So this is a piece of software. You are literally training a robot to perform actions previously done by users, by employees. Typically some repetitive, mundane tasks that doesn't require intellect from robot. So because the robots are good at doing some rule-based tasks, they can even open any of your application and do those clicks, copy information from one system to another, and there are typical use cases like transferring data between applications in case if there are like legacy systems. So robots can do that definitely better than employees. Data extractions, even though we don't have that much paper documents circulating around nowadays, but still there are. So OCR and the connection with RPA tools can definitely speed up the process. Mass email handling, already mentioned before about those invoices, incoming, outgoing invoices, how to handle a huge amount of correspondence coming in and outgoing. So you don't have to put on every email a lot of FTEs to cover that. Reporting, nowadays very important, and there are a lot of tools available starting from Microsoft Power BI, which definitely is the top solution. And but in the back there are data that should be somehow generated or gathered to present them to your management or your organization. So robots here can help as well, and different file processing and storage in case if you have large amounts of files that should be processed somehow in your organization. So I will focus on two types of robots: attended mode and unattended mode. So attended mode robot is a virtual assistant living actually on your computer. So you are training the robot to do some certain tasks, and in case if you need this robot, you can just call him out and the robot will start doing this. So let's take an example. For instance, your organization have a call center, and for some historical reasons, there are two systems. One is a call system where you get all the call information, like the call number, number of the caller and everything else. And another system, CRM system, where you have all information about the customer, segment, products he already have, etc. So currently, let's assume your employees are doing what? So they see in the call application the number, and that's it. So they're just copying this number, opening CRM system, pasting during the call, and getting all the information from the customer about the customer, 360-degree information, what type of products he already has. So you're not offering the same product customer already acquired like a week ago. But it takes time, and at that time, your customer managers are not like fully focused to the call. So let's assume you're having this virtual assistant, attended mode robot, trained to do this action. Just copy the number, open CRM system, get the information, get all information about the customer, so you can easily start conversation and see the products and all right away get information. Of course, If there is in place APIs or integration possibilities, this is not the case for that. But for the legacy systems, maybe those APIs are even available, but very expensive and time-consuming to implement those. So now you have application literally living on your computer, and as Mira told, if you are using Microsoft Power Automate Desktop, which is completely free of charge, you can train those robots and start using like tomorrow. Unattended mode. This is the version where robots are like virtual colleagues. They're sitting somewhere on the server, and as Simons from Amber Beverage Group told, they have 5 of those. So robots are just waiting for orders to start do certain tasks they're trained. And by priorities, by some triggers, they are just performing actions, open systems, and virtually doing something on those virtual servers and performing those tasks. So let's imagine you have to submit some certain report every Friday at 5 p.m. You know that your management will not gonna read this during the weekend, but still you have to do that. And it's taking like too much time, and we know summer is coming and you would like to go to your grill party already. So now you can have a robot on unattended mode that is doing this task exactly on 5 p.m. every Friday, gathering data from all those systems, generating, I don't know, Excel, or publishing somewhere in the database or data warehouse. And your management can see the report right away at 5 p.m. every Friday, even if you are already on your grill party somewhere outside the city. So a lot of different solutions, and actually attended and unattended mode can also be combined. So you're calling out your attended robot, and for a certain action, they can call out those robots that are living on the server. So they can in background run some huge reports and get the data out of your backend systems. So there are a lot of benefits about when implementing RPA. I would like to point out only a few of those. As you can see, we have a list here, but definitely productivity is the main. I would say robots definitely process those tasks much faster than humans. We see that every day by implementing those solutions, robots do that much faster. They don't have any interactions, colleagues or other systems or emails or anything else. If they start the work, they will finish it. Hopefully successfully, and that's it. So quality, no errors or mistakes, or at least a very low amount of those. And if they are trained or this rule-based script is defined very precise, then the quality is very high. And let's be honest, humans are not good at the data entry. They are constantly making mistakes, and robots should do that because they are good at it. And the third one, employee morale. As I said, humans are not good at data processing or entering this information in different systems. Robots are good at it. So people are good at other topics. So in case if you are taking off from your employees some mundane tasks that are repetitive every day, the same actions must be done, the morale will be growing, and your employees can focus on more tasks that are meant for humans, engineering, innovation, new tasks, like unique tasks which are requiring intellect, and not rule-based tasks that are constantly repeating same activities on and on. So yeah, as you can see, all those benefits combined together are making like a ideal colleague in your organization. And as we heard from Simon's presentation, maybe even best employee of the month. So how to choose the right process, where to start? If we look, there are like multiple ways how to select the right processes. Like you can select them by filling in those questionnaires where we would provide, and see the frequency, how often those processes are happening, how long they are taking time for your currently for your employees to process those processes. Maybe you have short process which is taking like only 10 seconds, like in my example, this CRM and call center application, but it's happening like 50, 100 times per day. So you can do the math and get the numbers out of it. How much time is it actually taking off your employees? Or maybe you have not that frequent process, but it's taking too much time, like those reports once per week, once per month, that are taking 2 days, 1 day, full day out from your employee times, focus time. And this is where also robots can take over. So after filling those human factors where you can get out this information, which processes are the most suitable. As I mentioned, there are different approaches how to get to those processes, to those best candidates of the automation. And one of the options is also to fill in scoring forms, let's call them like this. So you are assessing or giving some ratings to your processes, how often they are happening, how many employees or FTEs are involved in this process, how long does it take currently to process this one, are there any error rates, and so on. So by assessing all those processes, you will get some number out of it from the scoring, and that will help your organization to understand the order. So if you have 80, 100% processes already in the list in your mind, you have to understand from which ones to start. And the best option at the beginning always is to start with the short processes that are very frequent. This will give you a quick win. You will see how good those robots can take over those tasks, and how actually your colleagues are like satisfied with that they don't have to perform those actions anymore. What type of processes should be selected? So that's not like you can take all of your employee tasks they're performing and hand over to robots. There are some rules, and definitely you should look on some specific characteristics about those processes. I would say that those processes should be rule-based. So if you can put the description on a paper about this process, then this is a candidate for RPA or robotic process automation. There should be few or no exceptions. Then the process will definitely work very smooth. Again, one of suggestions is to look for processes that are company specific. But because this is something not that unique, more like some general process that can be also used in other organizations, maybe you should look for already existing solutions, and do not spend time by training some robots to do that. Maybe there are already available connectors or apps in the market that can perform those tasks. So I would say rather unique processes for your organization, and the ones you should look on when selecting those automation candidates. Also, those processes should be mature. By mature, I mean not the process that was invented like 2 months ago, implemented in your organization, or it's very maybe even old, but constantly changed. So if it's constantly changed, you don't want to disturb this RPA implementation team every month. That this process should be changed, adjusted, some new parts should be implemented, and so on. So more, I would say, more focus should be on processes that are stable, not that many iterations and changes happening with them. And what you will get out of it, you will get that from the scoring rate and by a huge list of processes, roadmap. You will get the roadmap and in what order processes should be automated in your organization. So after the workshop, we are providing you additional information about RPA technology. It's a lot of presentations, materials to read, so you can spread this information in your organization internally. So colleagues who didn't participate in that workshop are also engaged. And this is also a very important topic. And I really like this Amber Beverage story that employees were engaged and were not afraid of robots. They saw robots as helpers, as assistants. So they're taking over those not fun activities. Then we are also delivering a short description about the proof of concept, selected proof of concept process that is candidate for automation. This is a separate story about this proof of concept product, but this will help you identify is the selected vendor or technology the right choice for your organization and see the benefits. So definitely this proof of concept process selected should be measurable, so you see those results. So you see that the process is happening with lower error rate and so on. And also some roadmap for full-scale implementation, because this is the goal where you should focus and head to, because full-scale implementation will help you to implement this RPA, not just one-time project, but as a discipline in organization, because those processes will require some constant improvements, monitoring, and governance. So I covered some points about this enablement workshop, main points I would say, but this is definitely, we're going much deeper, not only about the theoretical part, but also practical part. Different tools will be used for those selections, how to select the right processes. But in general, there are like 3 products under this package of RPA implementation products. And the first one, which we covered right now, was the enablement workshop. So mainly designed for companies that are still planning to start this RPA journey, and will enable to understand internally in the organization the need to see those benefits and everything else. So as soon as you have the clear picture, or maybe you already have, then definitely the second one is to start with the proof of concept. Select one process, select one technology vendor, and implement it, and in a couple of weeks see the result. This will definitely help you validate the need and actually the chosen path. And in case if you have selected the results of those proof of concept projects, short projects are successful, then definitely should go into full-scale implementation. And there, very important is to start the right way, so you don't have to rebuild something after 2 or 3 years when you will have a huge list of processes in your organization. So more information about these 3 product lines can be is available at the homepage. You can see down below. Maybe Zigmas will tell about this a bit later, but that was a quick introduction about the enablement workshop. And once again, so main parts are this preparation. So you will have to fill in a questionnaire, prepare the team, focus on this event, so you can. Those people in this group are engaged. Then the workshop itself, which is almost full-day event, where we very actively interacting, presenting theoretical part and also practical part, and getting out from that workshop a huge list of processes and selecting the right one to start proof of concept. And at the end of the workshop, we are providing information about the proof of concept process and high-level roadmap for full-scale implementation. Yeah, thank you. So that was a quick introduction about an enablement workshop. Zygmunt, maybe we have any questions?
Yeah, we have. Māris, thanks for your presentation and a very short, I said, express type of guidance to this workshop. Yeah, we have question prepared, and this is for, I would say, for decision makers more. What is a benefit of RPA in the long term? Yes, if we think not only like as a technology, but as a you implement more than 10 more processes. What's the benefit?
Well,
what are the benefits?
Well, definitely depends on selected selected processes you are implementing. But in case if you're automating some customer service processes, definitely improve your customer support, customer service, and by that also your competitiveness. And this is something very important nowadays when we have like huge competition in every area. But if we look on the back office processes, definitely this quality, speed of processes, then you can make quicker decisions in organization. So you don't have this huge list of tasks to be processed by some employees that are currently on vacation. So you're not depending on that much on those unpredicted events like vacations or sick leaves. Robots will help your organization to build a backbone where your organization is operating more autonomous without any without that much dependency of physical labor force.
I agree. Yes, and thanks. Yes, I hope vacations will not be unpredictable, because now we can predict the summer is like switched on, and then the vacation times begins, and robots needs to to do the job. But let's find out our audience, and please switch on the vote about what do you think, who should be involved in process efficiency or process evaluation in your company. So you see there is several answers, and for me only one is the right one, but let's see from audience. We have more than 50 participants who I think is very, very dedicated in terms of practical implementation, and then the questions about RPA. So let's give time to answer. And what do we got? Results. Yeah, I can't vote as a host, I can't do that, but I can see the results. And no, I can't. Yes, and
Yeah.
the right answer is the right answer. Yes, 88% answered the right. Yes, everyone. And that's
So C-level management people can like sit back and say, "Whew, it's not me."
Yeah, but they also are everyone. Yes, and I think our ABG case was the case as we hear and saw, and then that this is the key of success when you do and engage as many employees as you can, because they will believe in that, and that this is not a competitor, but they are more like friends or colleagues who will help you in a work. So Māris, thank you.